Here we go.
Hello, hello, everybody.
Hello.
This is Cubieverse here.
Hey, it's Cubieverse.
All right, you sound good, Bill. No worries. Okay, hold on. I have an echo somewhere. Okay, we are good. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hunter's Lodge 17. And yeah, as usual, I just dive right into it. What are we going to be talking today? We're going to be talking about stuff that's coming to the Cubieverse in May, and the big main thing for this Hunter is obviously going to be the city event in Scottsdale. But we also are going to announce a couple of quality of life changes that I think you guys are going to like. So let's take a closer look. First of all, we reduced the sushi timer quest from 45 to 30 minutes by popular demand. I think this fits better for most people's schedule, especially if they want to do a quick sushi quest on their lunch break. So this is going to be a change coming next week, I believe. Also, our referral links and QR codes are back. Plus, we have a brand new reward structure. We just published an article 2 days ago, I believe. So check out our Medium if you want to see the details on that. But finally, reward links, referral links, and QR codes are back. Also, we already had a daily quest that was like equip any cat, equip any tiki, etc. We now also will have a daily quest, equip any MMA QB. So another very easy quest has been added to the pool. And then the last thing we're going to be talking about here in these quality of life changes is a couple of changes we made to build mode to make it a little easier and to understand what's going on and what you have to do. So let's take a closer look at those. First of all, we made some improvements to the tag screen to make it more clear what is what. I think it was a little confusing in our old screen. So here you will clearly see what is the tag, what is the tag type, what is the association. Plus, we also added a report tag function. So if you have a tag, but it's incorrectly tagged because of faulty data from OSM, you can use the report tag function to directly report this to our live op team, who will then rectify the issue. Also, now that we have a better detail of the different tag type and association, it will be more clear. For example, if we say, okay, this particular structure has to be built on tag type, then you know what to look for. You just look for tags that will have that thing in the tag type field. So that should make it a lot more clear. Next improvement, smart tags. So the tags themselves will now tell you what you can build and what you cannot build, and even what the potential builds are and what the limitations are. For example, in this tag screenshots here, it will show you what are the compatible structures, what can I build on this, and like you can see on this particular tag, you should be able to build a wide user vault and an advanced print job, but only the wide user vault is available because I have that stamped blueprint in my inventory. I could have also built an advanced print job there, but then it's going to tell you why you can't, because I'm missing the stamped blueprint. So the tag is going to tell you what's going on. Not only it's going to tell you what you can build here, it will also show you what a future upgrade path could be like. Right on this tag, you can upgrade it to a blue user vault. And it's also going to tell you what structures are incompatible, and it's going to tell you why they're incompatible. For example, you can't build a pizzeria here because the tag data is incompatible. But you can also can't build a trade check here. Why? Because there is already one too close by. So this should help a lot understanding where I can build and should alleviate some of the worries players had not knowing where they can build. Okay, 1 second here.
What he's working at.
There we go. Yes. Okay, so I think this will definitely be and make it a lot more clear to people to know where to build. Second, so the last change we're going to make to build mode in May is it's now going to tell you if the build you're trying to do is going to demolish some system vaults or not. So it's going to show you on the map which system vaults will be destroyed if you continue with this build. So you can decide to back out of it or just build anyway. But at least now you will know if you're going to destroy any system vaults in the process, yes or no. Okay, so that was some of the smaller changes that are coming to Cubieverse this month. Now let's
Hold on. Before we move on, I gotta acknowledge the Blambo Lamb's like sick burn here. All right, keep going. About dogs. Anyway, keep going.
okay. So let's talk about our first city event, Scottsdale. Okay, so city events is a brand new style of event. It's a local event, right? If you're not there, you can't participate in the event. And it's also more geared toward multiplayer. We're gonna take over a city for a weekend and then just jam pack it full of in-game content. And our first city event is going to be in Scottsdale, Arizona, May 18, May 19. It will cost 2,500 crystal keys to participate. Let's take a closer look. We already said in the last Hunter's Lodge that it has two components, a daytime component, which is the Fruit Festival, and a nighttime component, which is the QB Pub Crawl. So let's take a closer look at both of them right now. First of all, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to meet up we're all going to meet up at the love sign in the Scottsdale Civic Center. It's a beautiful park. In the middle of the park is this love sign. That's where we're going to meet up. And in the game, you will find this meetup kiosk here, right? So in order to participate in the city event, you need to first go to this meetup kiosk and sign into the event. But as soon as you get there, just by checking into the event, you will instantly get rewarded with a wheel you can spin. And let's take a look what's going to be on the wheel. So this is an instant reward you will get just from showing up to the event. You'll get to spin the wheel and be able to get up to 300,000 resin. You will also get 100 explorer points because you made it all the way to Scottsdale. You will get some hunter points, and we will give you something like a memorabilia for this event as well. You'll get a unique event bracelet that will be like a collector's item because we're going to make a new one for each event. Right? That makes sense, right? So that's just for showing up. The event hasn't even started yet. Just for checking in, you get to spin this wheel. Now, let's talk about Fruit Festival. So the best way to think about these city events is what we did is, like, imagine you are a tourist and you want to do a city trip to Phoenix or Scottsdale, right? So obviously you're going to look at all the top tourist destinations in the city and you're going to say, I want to do this, I want to see that, I want to that. So what we did is we looked at all these typical tourist destinations and we are going to put game content around that. So not only are you going to have a city trip to visit Phoenix and Scottsdale and see all the beautiful things that the city has to offer, at the same time, you will also do a lot of fun stuff in the game, right? So it's almost like it's a group travel to a city, and not only are you going to see all the beautiful things that the city has to offer, you'll also have a lot of fun in the game. And the really cool part about this is you don't have to do this by yourself. If you go, you will be surrounded by the coolest community this planet has ever seen, which is the hunters. The hunters are awesome. So if you get to hang out with the hunters and at the same time enjoy the city and enjoy the in-game activities, the combination of all these things together is going to be super awesome. So you'll be discovering some of the coolest tourist spots. We will also guide you to some of the best restaurants in the game to enjoy their food, and you will get instant rewards for that as well. But I'll talk more about that in another slide here. But the Fruit Festival itself, that will then start at noon, Saturday, May 18. We'll run the entire weekend. And in the Fruit Festival, you will be able to get 3 new QB blueprints, 1 common, 1 rare, 1 epic, and a ton of wheel spins with really juicy rewards. So let's take a look at these 3 new QBs you can earn at the Fruit Festival. First of all is the Apple QB. That's the new common QB, and this one is unique to the Scottsdale event. So this one will never return. If you want this one, you need to be at Scottsdale. How to get this one? Very simple. All white vaults in a 20-kilometer radius around the meetup kiosk. Remember, the meetup kiosk is this thing here at the left side. So 20-kilometer radius around that, all white vaults will start giving common resources plus have a chance to drop the Apple QB blueprint. All right, let's take a look at the next one. The rare one is the Peach QB. Look at that booty. Wow. Uh, so this one is easy as well. You just need to solve blue vaults inside the 20-kilometer radius around the meetup kiosk, and the blue vaults will all drop rare resources plus a chance to drop the Peach QB blueprint. Also very simple. Yes, nice. And then we have the epic one. We call this the Fruit Rumble, the epic watermelon QB. Okay, so this one is a little hard, is much harder to get, much harder to print, but hey, it's an epic QB, so most people will probably not end up with this one in their inventory, but we'll see who gets it. So how do you get this one? This one is a little bit more difficult. The first method of getting the epic QB blueprint is to look for newly opened restaurants in the Cubieverse, and they will look like this, like you can see on the screen. So if you go and find these restaurants, just enjoy your meal there, and at the end of your meal, you get to spin the wheel. And on the wheel, 1 in 7 choices will be the epic QB blueprint. The rest will all be epic or rare resources. And of course, like we will show you guys a list of all the participating restaurants beforehand, so you don't need to like look forever. But while you're in the city, just look for these restaurants, so you will also get an in-game reward for being there. Okay, that's one way to get the Epic QB blueprint. The second way is you need to find Quentin the Questographer, which is a new NPC that has been spotted roaming in the Cubieverse. So this guy is like he's a guy who's like charting the entire Cubieverse. He's going to show up everywhere, and he is looking into things. And if you find him on the map, most likely you will find him on very interesting points of interest. You have to help him out. He's gonna ask you stuff, help him out. If you help him out, you'll get to spin the wheel. And the reason why on this slide the wheel is empty is because the wheel rewards for Quentin are going to be different depending on what location you find him at. So at some locations, he will also give you a 1 in 7 chance to get the epic QB blueprint. But every time you find him, you will find a wheel full of juicy rewards, and you will get 10 explorer points and 10 hunter points. So those are the two ways you look for the restaurants, or you look for Quentin, and that's how you have a chance to get the epic QB blueprint. Okay. So that was the daytime portion, the fruit festival. Then let's talk about the nighttime component, the QB pub crawl. Pub crawl. Cliffy the bartender invites you to the very first QB pub crawl. It's going to be super cool. Saturday, May 18th from 8 p.m. to midnight. Of course, you need to be 21 or over since it's going to be a bar crawl. But you don't need to drink alcohol. You just need to order a drink at the participating stops. So you can drink whatever you want. No problem. And so in this game, there will be also 3 QBs, but these are achievement QBs. 3 QBs you can gain, 1 common, 1 rare, 1 epic, plus a ton of additional rewards. Okay, so let's take a closer look. How does it work? Well, you need to find these bars in the Cubieverse. This is what they look like. But again, we will give you a list of all the participating bars before we get started. But at each bar, order a drink, and that will give you access to a pub crawl trivia challenge, which is a multiplayer challenge, right? And at each bar, you will have the chance to improve your score. And at the end of the night, your best score goes on the leaderboard. So at midnight, the final leaderboards will be known, and then depending on your rank you manage to get on the leaderboards is what prizes you will get. Only the person who is number 1 will get the epic party QB. So let's take a look at these cubies. The first one is a common. The first one is a common. Franz the party cubie. He's an exchange student from Germany who flew over to Scottsdale to go to university, but instead he just ended up being a complete party animal. So he's still there. He never left. This guy, Franz.
In college, Jeroen?
Oh yeah, this guy is unique to this event as well. So you will not. So if you want Franz and it's not printable, you have to get your ass to Scottsdale. So that's Franz the party QB. That's the common achievement QB. Let's take a look at the rare one. The rare one is Jackie the party QB. You can clearly tell that Jackie is also a party animal just by looking at her boots. That's all you need to know. Super cool QB. And then the epic one is a wild card. You know, when you have a group of party animals, there's always one wild card, which people kind of sometimes enjoy and sometimes they're embarrassed for them. The wild card in this case is going to be Oliver. Oliver is unhinged. Because who else would wear Crocs on a night out? Oliver is the epic party QB. Totally unhinged character. So again, so only one player will walk away with Oliver. So let's take a look at the entire. This cube is just insane, man. Anyway, let's take a look at the entire reward table. This is how that's going to work. Whoever ends up on the first position in the leaderboards at the last pub crawl at midnight will get Franz, the common QB, and Oliver, the epic party QB, plus digital art, plus 8 big tickler reward boxes. Positions 2 to 10 get Franz and Jackie, digital art, and 5 big tickler boxes. Positions 11 to 50 get Franz, digital art, and 3 big tickler boxes. And everybody, even if you performed horribly in the trivia night, you will still get Franz, the party QB.
I'm going to be disappointed if no one dresses up as in a banana suit with Crocs.
Yes. Extra points. True, 100%. All right, so these are the rewards for the pub crawl. Okay, so it's time. If you're thinking about coming but you have not signed up yet, please do so, because in the last couple of days the sign-ups have been increasing rapidly and the spots are limited. We still have spaces left, but don't wait too long. I would sign up as soon as we can to make sure you can make it. So if you want to sign up, scan the QR code and just let us know. But it's going to be a ton of fun. A lot of people already signed up, so it's just going to be a bunch of hunters taking over the city, having a good time together, and enjoying some really cool in-game stuff, in-game adventures. Okay, so that was it. Oh, one more important thing. Korkio from Ladies of the Hunt, she is working on the official 2024 Scottsdale City Event t-shirts, and you can order them now via their website. And please, if you want one and you want it to be coming in time before the event starts, please order them today, else they might not arrive on time. I ordered mine, so I'll be there proudly wearing it. So that's Scottsdale City event. So the only thing that's left now is talk about the next one, the next Hunter Lodge 18. We need a little bit more time because we're working on some big things, but Sunday, June 9th, same time, will be Hunter's Lodge 8. And what's else is left to do then? A big QB battle. So are you guys ready to do the QB battle? Are you ready, Bill?
I'm ready.
Okay, where's my phone? I need to put one on too, eh?
Yeah, it's after the QA, but you got to select. You can select.
I'm gonna select it now. Yeah. The Battle of the Tikis, and we picked the tribe with the white loincloth. So, who do you think is going to win the Battle of the Tikis? Pick one of these, put them on right now, and after the Q&A, we will spin and see who won. If your Tiki won, you get 5 contest boxes. But even for just participating, you get 1. So participating is definitely not a bad idea. I don't even know which one I have. Let me double check here. Tiki. Ooh, okay. Okay. I am going with Pohaku. Pohaku. There, locked in. Do you have any, Bill?
I don't think I have any of this tribe.
Oh, snap.
Looking.
Somebody listed on buy it now, right now.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Okay. Yes, we're gonna do it at the end of the QA. So now it's time for QA. So submit your questions, but keep the questions to stuff related to we talked about today. Everything else will be disregarded anyway. And we will see you in 10 minutes and answer some of your questions. All right. See you then.
All right, see you guys.
Okay, we are back. Leppy, you're with us?
I am with us. Okay, welcome everybody back to the Q&A. As a reminder, please put on a QB with the white skirt if you want to participate in the spin the wheel at the end of this Q&A. That would be a Tiki QB from the white skirt tribe. So our first question from Scott Dog 7 is, when will OpenStreetMaps editions be done again?
Next week.
Next week. Okay, fantastic. Our next question is from Minel. I already filled out the survey saying that I might go. If I want to change it to I am definitely going, I can't since I already filled the survey. How do I change it?
Good point. We'll look at the survey and see if we can make it so you can make some changes, and if not, we'll make another survey so you can fill that one in.
Okay. There may be a repeat survey. Thank you, folks. From Trento Demento, will the QBs from Scottsdale be able to go up for auction?
Yes.
Okay, easy question. Next one is from Lionheart. If a hunter is in tutorial mode but hasn't entered their referral yet, do they still have time or should they try to contact support?
They get 7 days after they create the account. So in the first 7 days, they can still add any referral,
Okay,
even if they're in the tutorial. But they do need to get through the very first part of the tutorial first before they can enter the referral. But that's literally just walking, like taking a couple of steps and putting down your HQ. So after that, it should be unlocked so they can. So yeah, if they're stuck, tell them to just keep doing the tutorial until they get out of it.
okay. Our next question is from Atrocities. Will the spinners reset during the Scottsdale event?
So I assume he's talking about the spin the wheel rewards for both the restaurant and the Quinton NPC. And so the Quinton does not reset, but there will be a lot of Quintons all over the city, all over both cities, Phoenix and Scottsdale probably. Um, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. And then about the restaurants might reset. I don't know yet. It kind of depends. We,
Okay,
we might make them so you can go to the same place Saturday and then again on Sunday to have another spin. I need to see. I can't say 100% for yet.
okay, thank you. Our next
I like that
question.
idea, by the way. Like
You like it to allow it for both days, like a 24-hour or something?
support the restaurants
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah, if you're there the whole weekend, why not?
Okay. Our next question is from @Hu9. Is the Epic going to be number one in each bar trivia or all the bars combined?
All the bars combined. It's only your best score. So at each bar, you get an attempt to get a better score, and at the end of the night, your best score is what's going to give you the rewards. Most likely, for those who like to partake in some alcohol, I doubt anybody's going to improve their score on the last couple of bars.
Do your best on the first try.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
I mean, it's a trivia contest, so most of you guys are very good at trivia. So we'll see who's the best at it. This will be kind of exciting. And then
Okay.
maybe if you see somebody on the leaderboard, you just buy them a few free drinks.
yeah. Yes, good point.
Yeah, there's some strategy involved.
Mhm.
Okay. Our next question is, any progress on the Zodiac structure reward?
Yes, we know what we want to do there. Design is done. Um, it's going to be a celestial fountain, but I don't know when it's going to make it into the game yet. So look out for it in a future Hunter Lodge.
Okay, thank you. Our next question is from Haley Alexandri. Is there a recommended hotel to stay at for Scottsdale? If not, what general area is the pub crawl so we can book lodging nearby?
The pub crawl is all in Scottsdale, Old Town Scottsdale. So if you're anywhere nearby that, you are good to go. And that's
Okay.
that's probably if I would recommend. So if I would recommend any area for this event to book your lodging, I would do it around Old Town Scottsdale. It's a very nice area, and a lot of the activities are going to be there, including where we start the event is going to be close there as well. So anything around there works. But if you're more interested in what Phoenix has to offer, it's no problem just to get lodging in Phoenix. It's only a 20-minute Uber ride from Phoenix to Scottsdale, so it's not a problem whatsoever. They're very close together, these two cities.
Okay, thank you. Our next question is from Rail. He is arriving on the evening of day one. Is checking in required at noon to participate in the night event? Can he check in at the Civic Center anytime?
You can check in at any time. The only thing you're gonna miss if you're not checking in at the time we want you to check in is you're not gonna get the wristband because I have to, I mean, we have to give it to you. So if you're not there, can't give it to you. But I can give it to you later, so I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Okay. And just to clarify, the wristband is not required to participate in the in-game event.
Correct, correct. It's just something for you guys to have a little memorabilia to take home. It is not required for anything.
Okay. Thank you. Our next question is from DRock123. Are any fast food restaurants such as burgers or chicken coming up anytime soon on the roadmap?
Yes, now that we have the gift card structure in place, now we can easily roll out other structures with different gift cards. So you should see a steady cadence of structures coming out moving forward.
Okay. Can I kind of prompt you to say maybe when Tim Hortons is coming?
They're up next. Tim Hortons up next. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Fantastic. Our next question is from Radumus. Does the report tag feature allow requesting a tag change? For example, a tag currently tagged a restaurant as Japanese, but it's actually a sushi restaurant.
That's exactly what you should use the report tag function for. Yeah.
All right, fantastic. Our next question is, can you show the info about the t-shirts again? So if you could go back a couple of slides.
Well, we can post it. We'll also post it in the Discord and on Twitter as well, or on the socials. So we'll make sure everybody knows where this link is.
Yeah, we should have added a QR code or something that takes to the store. I realize that now.
Okay.
But yeah, so if you're looking at this stream or in the video afterwards and you want this t-shirt, come to the Discord, and on Discord we will gladly provide you with a link to where you can get it.
Okay. Important to note that you should contact Corkio and not just straight up order through the link per the instructions on this slide. Because if you just order through the link, you will get a t-shirt that says your name here instead of your actual in-game hunter name. So just
To be honest, I'm gonna be disappointed if not at least one hunter shows up with your name here.
what if there is a hunter out there whose in-game name is your name
Well,
here?
then he doesn't have to do anything.
Okay. Our next question is from Ashep. Any thoughts on increasing the resin limit that a player can put into the QB cranes? We have a lot of unfilled cranes over in the UK that clearly aren't getting filled because we are lacking players.
The way we fix that is not by making it easier for you guys. The way we fix that is by getting more players in the UK. We recently reactivated our marketing campaign. However, we're not targeting Europe just yet. We're just still practicing and just tweaking our new user flow. But once we are confident that our user acquisition is solid, we will most likely also activate it for Europe, and then you'll see an increase in hunters in the UK. So the way to solve that is to get more people playing, not by making it easier for the people that are already playing.
Yep. Use your referral links.
Yep, the referral links are back, so we kind of also rely on you guys. If the community themselves. When we were growing very rapidly, like Coin Hunt World 2 years ago, that was 95% referrals. So it was the community that was making us grow fast. So we will absolutely love your help in getting this game to the next level. Never underestimate the power of a community.
Okay, thank you. Our next question is, will any of the achievement QBs, i.e. the party QBs, return in future city events?
Yes, the rare and the epic will return in future city events. The common, no, never.
Okay, so just to be clear there, that's Oliver, the banana QB, and Jackie, the, I don't know, punk rock
Party QB.
QB.
Yep.
They will be returning at future city events. From Gruntled, will any of the Scottsdale restaurants or resources be available for after the event, similar to the Las Vegas event, where tourists can still play after the event is over?
No, this is different than a monument. This is not a permanent thing. This is a temporary event. So once the event is over, these things will all Phoenix will be back to normal hunting grounds.
Yeah. And what you'll see is, if this is successful, we'll do it in another city, and in that new city, there'll be mostly the same QBs with some new QBs, and the resources will be available again.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And our next question is, so you recommend loading up on keys for the event? Will we need yellow or red keys for any activities?
The key requirements will be very low this time. It's not really like a usual event. So you will need some keys, obviously, because you will need to solve a bunch of white and blues. And Quentin also asked for a key, and the pub crawl asked for a key, but those are like low-level keys, white, blue, green maximum. So there is nothing that requires a yellow or a red.
Okay, thank you.
Unless of course, the red spawns during
That's
the
true.
city event. That could happen.
That's true. A red could spawn. Um, and then that is the end of our questions. I have one from the potentials that I think we could maybe answer as well, but that would be the end otherwise. Should I ask this potential question?
Sure.
Sure. It's what kind of categories can we expect at the pub crawl trivia?
Come to Arizona and you'll find out.
Okay,
One
kind of
last
expected
thing.
that.
Like I think there's some questions about why are we doing this in Scottsdale when obviously it's not something the whole community can participate in. So we will, and we've done things in the past where they're sponsored, right? So we kind of go not just where the players are, but also where the brands are. So this is a case where we were able to work with a few small businesses in the Scottsdale area to go put this event in place. So, when we're thinking about future cities, I think that's going to be the litmus test: is can we sign, a number of local businesses up to a city event like this.
Yeah, but we are going to do what we said last time, which is we're going to check all the hunters who participate in Scottsdale event. We're going to check which ones are from Toronto and which ones are from Vancouver. And if more show up from Vancouver, then we're going to target Vancouver.
So be it.
So let's see. Okay, so I think it's time
Spin a wheel.
for the QB battle. Is it? Hopefully everybody has their Tiki Warrior equipped. Okay, let me see. What did I forgot already what I put on.
Can I ask some clarification from the designer, Jeroen? Is that a skirt or is it a loincloth?
Oh, it's definitely a loincloth. There is nothing underneath.
All right. Leppy.
I will not call it the white skirt tribe anymore. I will call it the white loincloth tribe.
All right.
Hold on. I forgot what I have equipped. I need to know first. Where do I see that, man?
You did Pohaku. Or at least you said you did Pohaku.
Equipped QB. Pohaku. I have Pohaku, yeah.
All right. I'm voting for Moto. I don't have him, but I like his
Is it Moto or Mo-O? It's like a apostrophe O.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not Hawaiian by background, so
I thought it was Moto.
okay. All right, here we go. The time is 11:48. That is
Pohaku.
the snapshot time. So hopefully you all have your QBs on. Here we go.
I need those contest boxes, man.
Nope, not Pohaku.
Copa.
Everybody needs Copa. Okay, so the winner is Copa. Time of snapshot was 11:48. Thank you, everybody, for participating. Oh, and one last thought. Shortly after the Hunter's Lodge ends, we will be adding a Scottsdale event channel in our Discord for you to talk all about Scottsdale event
Yay!
things. So please join us in Discord. Thank you so much.
So one more thing. The date for the Hunters Lodge was wrong. I think the slide said 8, but it's actually the 9th. 8 is a Saturday, so it's Sunday the 9th, June 9th.
Sunday, June 9th. Okay.
Hunters Lodge
What I got on
18.
my calendar, the 9th.
All right.
All right.
Thanks, everybody. Take care.
Take
Bye.
care.